Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX CDA 105. It's the Tier 8 French tank destroyer and it's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg. And the name of the commander is Danish Bacon. And I think you can see 2 marks of excellence on his barrels, so he's a very accomplished player with this particular TD. Canon de Saut means assault cannon, or CDA. That's what it's abbreviated to. It's got a 105mm gun as its main armament, and it's a pretty efficient killer. And we're waiting for the clock to count down, and we're away. Now, they haven't been on sale in the gift shop for some time. You can also pick up this premium TD. This is an encounter game, by the way. That's why they started out in the field rather than the city. And he's moved into a firing position and he's looking at the centre line. Oh, Arty round going in. Did it do some damage? Well, don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There's a T-71 trying to get a feathering to get a shot. He does get a shot. 441 hit points. He has been spotted. He needs to move across the highway because there will be some enemy there who can fire back at him. Oh, it just took a big round from a T-54 first prototype. It's to the south, moving into a firing position. Going to try and get a shot on that T-54. There's the Jagdpanzer 4. Fires around in, finishes him off. 355 hit points, first kill. I'd say first kill of the game actually, because his team haven't actually got any kills yet. But he has. Right, we've got a Hellcat coming up to the centre line. He has moved across the road, so he would be visible. Fires a round in at the Hellcat, 358 hit points. It looks like there's no enemy on the zero line, because they should have seen him. He was sitting in the middle of the road, firing at the enemy. But it looks like they've all gone into town. There's a Comet nearby, and he's ignoring it. He's aiming at these enemies. And there's another enemy. He's just crossing the road and he's out there sitting in the open. There's Cromwell there, an AMX 12 ton and a Comet. If he sits there, he's going to get hit. But he's so intent on hitting the enemy, he's totally oblivious to what's going on around him. Okay, now he's realised the danger he was in. And he's trying to get a shot. Fires at the AMX. Oh, out the game. 417. The AMX 12 ton is now back in the garage. Right, now can he get a shot at that Cromwell? He's loaded. 9.2 seconds on the second on reload. And a massive great hit. 371 hit points on the Cromwell. And it looks like he may have tracked him because he still appears to be there. He's just received a round from the Cromwell. And he finished the Cromwell off. So the Cromwell was shot. He was disabled. And he took him out with the next shot. That's his third kill. He's moving forward. He's still straddling the road. I'm amazed at the audacity that he has got in this tank. He doesn't care if anyone happens to be there. Oh, just took a round for 241 from the UDES. Now, is that Comet going to poke his nose around the corner? Well, given what's happened to the other tanks, I think he'd be a very silly bunny if he did. But he might be tempted to try. Waiting for the Comet to do it. Is he there? I'm pretty sure he's still there. We're backing up though. We're keeping our eye on that corner. He's holding his aim there just in case the Comet pulls around. Okay, it's going to go over in the bushes. And looks like somebody's capping. Now he's going to try and get position behind those bushes and shoot at the UDES. There's the UDES. Fires right into the tracks. 363 hit points. The UDES has used his repair kit to get out of there quick. He realised the danger he was in. You don't really want to be sitting around when a very high caliber cannon fires. And that Comet made a huge mistake there, trying to poke round the corner. He didn't do it on the other corner, but he certainly did it here after the UDES got hit. And on that moment, he's picked up the high caliber for doing the most damage so far. He's done 2,612 hit points of damage so far this battle. but it'll have to maintain that fire rate, otherwise it'll lose it. There's the UDES going for the lower plate. Oh, big hit! 390 hit points. UDES was very silly, just sat there for it. I think he's pulled back a bit now, but he is now a one-shot. Anybody could take the UDES out, but there's still 9 players on the enemy team. They're just down to 6 players on their own team. Oh, bounced around from a T-3485 into the tracks. It's going behind that tank for cover, that wreck. They're still capping. There are some teammates in the town, so they should be able to stop the cap. Okay, so can he push the wreck out the way? Well, not really. It seems that the only way he's going to be able to get at that UDES is to go round the house. Unless the UDES is silly enough to stick his nose out and get it blown off. I'm wondering if that UDES is still there. I don't think he is. I think he would have pulled back. Okay, they've reset the cap. Killed the enemy in the cap. And the scores are now 8-11. So there's 4 left on his team. Oh, the UDES is still there. He is there with only 13% of his health. But there's a T-3485 trying to get a shot on Danish Bacon. Say Danish Bacon's in Philo. It's a very good clan if you're looking for a clan to join. Either Philo or Havoc. They're really good clans. I can thoroughly recommend both of them. Well, that T-3485 may be silly enough to poke his head round the corner. On the other hand, he may not realise that Danish Bacon's looking that way, because he may not be able to see Danish Bacon's gun to see which way it's pointed. Now you can see the wreck of the Cromwell there. Okay, Danish Bacon's pulling back. He's not actually doing anything. There's the T-34. He did poke his nose round the corner, and he keeps doing it. Maybe the T-34 will be encouraged enough to do it again, seeing as he's done it twice without actually getting hit. Looking to try and get a shot in the UDES. They're waiting for Danish Bacon to fire, you see. They think if he'll fire, they've got at least a few seconds, or 10 seconds nearly, 9.29 seconds to do something. There's the UDES. And he finishes him off. 240, he blocked 240 hit points on the shot at him. But he took the UDES for 128 and he's now gone. The AMX 12 tons around the corner. He goes behind the building for cover. Now, can he get the 12 ton? Oh, looks like the 12 ton's just there. Yes! He was silly enough to poke his head around the corner as well. That's his Top Gun. 89 hit points. Right, it's 2 tanks versus 4 now. They're outnumbered 2-1. And the T-34 is just around that corner. Okay, can he force his way past that wreck? Well, probably not. It'd be easier for him to go the other way round. But he's only got 357 hit points left. Doesn't want to give the T-34 a clean shot at him. So he's pulling back. Tempting the T-34 to come around the corner after him. Or is he going to go and try a different route? I think he's going to try a different approach at all. He's going to go for that KV-4, who appears to be tracked. And he gets a big hit for 388 hit points there. And it looks like one of our teammates at Type 64 went down to try and finish him off. And, oh no, we bounced that round. And we're forgetting about the T-34. And we're just going for the KV-4 instead. And finishes him off. 320 hit points. That's 7 kills. Here's the T-34. Now he tried to auto aim there but didn't. He's gone behind the building for cover. It's just him alone now. After the Type 64 was taken out, it was 4-1. Now it's 3-1. Oh yes! Gets the turret of the T-3485. That 105mm gun gives him his Radley Walters. Now, only 2 Arty left. An Su-14-1, which is a huge, lumbering, great bus of a Arty, and the other one's an Su-8. Quite a nimble, fast Arty. probably with a 152mm howitzer. There's the SU-8. Oh, he's just behind the house, but he finishes him off. Accurate shot, 270 hit points. That means there is only one Arty left to kill, the SU-14 won. And it won't be hard to find him because he is so big. He's also very slow to turn. He's on 9 kills now. One more kill, he gets a Paul's medal and wins the battle for his team on a 4-to-1 ratio. It's a pity it won't be a Kolobanov because he was just missed out on Kolobanov by the Type 64 still being alive when they still had a 4-to-2 position. Of course, you need to get a Kolobanov, you need 5-to-1. And he wasn't given that option. Oh, there's the SU-14. Hey, can he get a shot on without exposing himself? Well, the SU-14's got his gun in the air, but doesn't appear to be taking any action. Firing in an HE round, and he's wiped out the SU-14, wins the game. And that was a fantastic victory for Danish Bacon in the AMX CDA 105. And that's why you should get one of these TDs if you get the chance. And just look at this. It's an ace tanker for Danish Bacon in the AMX CDA 105. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. A duelist for taking down 2 enemies that he did damage to, or did damage to him during the battle. A 5 for effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his vehicle. A Pascucci's medal for taking out both of the enemy Arty, at least 2 enemy Artys, and that was the SU-8 and the SU-14-1. A Paul's medal for getting 10 kills. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And lastly, a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And that was a fantastic victory. Very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he did damage, top damage, 4,837 hit points of damage. That's a huge amount. It's more than double the high score of the other member of his team. He managed to get 10 kills. In fact, only 4 members of his team actually managed to get kills. The T-34 managed to get 3, but he was, of course, killed off. He also picked up a duelist medal. And the T-44 and the T-34-85 managed a single kill between them. But he basically carried that team on his back for virtually the whole game. 10 kills in total. And it's twice the highest score of the enemy team, which was the KV-4. And of course, he wiped that KV-4 out. He managed to get a base XP of 1,528. That's more than double the highest score of the KV-4, and a good half as much again from the T-34, who only managed 959 XP, base XP. So let's have a look at detail report. Well, he fired 18 rounds, got 17 direct hits, 16 penetration, shows great accuracy. He did damage of 4,837 hit points, of which 628 were at more than 300 meters. The SU-8 was definitely killed at more than 300 meters. He received 9 hits during that battle. 3 were penetrations and 6 were non-penetrations. And that's testament to the shape of the CDA, which actually does deflect a few of the rounds. In many ways, actually, it looks similar to a Stug in the shape of its hull. It's being able to deflect rounds away from him. He blocked damage of 690 hit points. He spotted 4 enemy vehicles, including both of the SPGs. He damaged 12 of the enemies, that's all but 3 of them, and he killed 10 of the enemy. That's 4/5 of the enemy team he damaged, and 2/3 of the enemy team that he killed. He did damage assistance of 339 hit points. On a standard account, he earned 86,076 credit. If he'd had a premium account, he would have had close to 130,000 credits from one battle. After repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he actually took away 36,685 credits, and that's very, very good even for a standard account. He received 1,528 base XP, got 153 XP because this is a premium vehicle, and he took away 1,681 because there was no multipliers. But I think what you'll actually notice is that this battle was amazing for the fact that he stood on that, held that corner of the map, and the enemy came to him, and he just then took them out. Carefully, he waited patiently for that T-34, 85 and the UDES to make the mistakes, and they did. They poked their noses out and they got shot for their trouble and blown away. So if you enjoyed this replay, and I certainly did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.